Hey guys, we're going to look at Marvel's Haunt of Horror title in this one. Uh, this monster magazine only ran 5 issues. It ran from 1974 to 1975. So it was on the tail end of the Marvel magazine, the Marvel Monster magazine era, really. Now, in the early to mid 70s, The Exorcist was huge. It was a complete success at the box office, critically acclaimed, and there were, it really had a great influence on horror. There were a lot of Exorcist knockoffs in movies, and, a lot of things spun off of that, including this magazine, was heavily influenced by the success of The Exorcist. The devil was big. The devil was big in the early to mid 70s. And to assist me in this one, we have, now I do not have a Gabriel Devil Hunter figure. That's a deep, deep cut. And I don't think one has ever been produced. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody set me straight in the comments. It would just about have to be a custom. And it's possible that in all the world that a custom Gabriel the Devil Hunter does not exist. I don't know. But anyway, I do have another Satan fighting hero right over here. This is Duc de Richleau, played by Christopher Lee in the Hammer movie from the 60s, The Devil Rides Out. Excellent film. If you haven't seen it, please do. And that figure is by Distinctive Dummies, and he fought the devil in that movie and did a damn good job of it. So anyway, he's going to assist me, and on the other side, this other framing piece over here is a mini monster devil mask, and that is symbolic of the dark hordes of Old Scratch. So here we go. Now this first issue here has a beautiful cover by Bob Larkin. Interior art, Alfredo Alcala, Ralph Reese, Walt Simonson, Russ Heath in a reprint, Val Mayerick and Mike Esposito, Ernie Chan as Ernie Chua, and Vicente Alcazar. And there were a lot of photos and features and a lot of devil coverage in this. It was devil heavy. Okay, we got a number 2. This cover is by Earl Norham, who always turned in good work. Interior art, Pablo Marcos, Billy Graham, Maurice Severin in a text illustration. Alfredo Alcala, Gene Colan and Frank Chiaramonte, Enrique Romero, and this introduces Gabriel the Devil Hunter. He's the guy that did the exorcisms. He came in and kicked some demon butt, just as my man Duc de Richleau did there. Now, I absolutely love this cover. This is number 3. This cover is by Jose Antonio Domingo, often credited as simply J.A.D. That is just beautiful. I mean, it's got all the elements. It's got the shambling zombies and, the damsel in distress, and the lighting and the background is just gorgeous. And I can't say enough about how great J.A.D. was, Jose Antonio Domingo. Interior art, Billy Graham, Pablo Marcos, Frank Giacoya, Mike Esposito, Pat Broderick, Al Milgram, Larry Lieber, Stan's brother, Win Mortimer, Bernie Krigstein in a reprint, and Frank Springer. I mean, literally, I could just look at that all day. That's just, that needs to be a poster. And it needs to be background for every electronic device you own. It's just gorgeous. Number 4, this cover is by Bob Larkin. It's nice, very nice. Bob Larkin did good work. Interior art, Neil Adams, Enrique Romero, Pat Broderick, Sonny Trinidad, The Krusty Bunkers, Sid Shores, Wayne Howard, Young Montano. Gabriel the Devil Hunter. And there's Haughty Satana on that cover there. That one's by Dick Giordano. And yeah, that's pretty gorgeous. Interior art, Pablo Marcos, George Evans, Paul Kirchner, Rudy Nebris. Now, there's only 5 issues in this run, and that's the last one. So to fill in a little bit, and because it's such an honorable mention as a one-shot, I'm also going to look at Marvel's Legion of Monsters from 1975. And one thing that puts this over the top, even if the insides were pure crap, which they're not, but this cover by Neil Adams, even though the Manphibian is questionable, I mean, he's obviously a creature from the Black Lagoon knockoff, but that cover is just gorgeous. I mean, Adams could take, you know, a premise that could be turned into pure camp and just make it look scintillating. I mean, just absolutely spectacular. Can't say enough about how great Neil Adams was. Okay, the interior art, Pablo Marcos, Maurice Severin, Val Mayerick, and Dan Adkins, Dave Cockrum, Sam Granger, Sandy Plunkett, Paul Kirchner, Ralph Reese, Stu Schwartzberg, Dick Giordano, Hermoso de Poncho, Pete Lejalco, and Gray Morrow. It's just a great issue, and these have gotten kind of pricey. Matter of fact, all of these Marvel Monster magazines from this period, especially first issues, have gotten kind of pricey over the years. I remember when I was buying this stuff back in the 90s, I bought a lot of them, and some in high grade, for $1 a piece. You could do that back then. This stuff was common back then. Now, the reader copies, you know, the mid-grade stuff, is anywhere from like 10 to 20 bucks on just about all of these. And when you do find a high-grade one, finally, it's liable to be, you know, $50, $75, even, I mean, I've seen them for $100 in some cases. They're just so cool, and a lot of people want them now, you know, so there you go, supply and demand. So there we go. That's a look at Marvel's Haunt of Horror and the excellent one-shot, The Legion of Monsters. See you guys next time.